I built every single character in Honkai Star Rail. That's not an exaggeration. If you've been keeping up with my channel recently, you should know that we just built our final character on our account, Luca. And now officially, I have built every single character in the game. And today, we're going to do a full account review, talk about everything in the past, the history, the future. And boys, let's get into it. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Only a small percentage of you are actually subscribed, and doesn't take that much time at all. But regardless, let's talk about my account and the characters on it. Now, every character was a bit of an exaggeration in a couple ways. One, I'm not a whale, so I don't pull every single character. There are a couple characters I skip, like the ones listed here, although that's actually not entirely true. I did roll for Boot Hill, lost to 50-50. I've rolled for Jinyuan twice now and lost to 50-50 both times. The other four, though, I skipped. Yun Li and Zhao Chu were a part of the Sparkle patch, and if you know me and this channel, I value Sparkle a lot, so I skipped that patch to get E2 for her, which I do not regret to this day. Next patch, if you're not aware, is the Tribi patch, which I'm honestly debating skipping because of Sparkle, and there's been some rumors, hearsay there, who really knows, but she might be getting a banner soon, who knows. But she is kind of the purveyor of this account. She kind of controls it. She has a banner, everything else is out the door. So that's why I skipped those two characters. The other reason why technically not every character is built is because not every character has a relic set. Every character is above 70 or 80. And every single character does have a light cone, which I can put on them. That's level 80. And they do have Eidolons and max traces as well. Or not technically max, but like they all have really good traces. I would have every character built if relic loadouts were a thing. Unfortunately, they are not. And that's why I've been advocating for them so hardly. Because then I could legitimately say I have every character built. Because I just have a relic loadout on all of them. But I don't. All the characters you see with stars have relics. All the characters without stars do not have relics right now. So currently there's a total of 12 from Misha all the way down to Natasha that don't have relics. I basically have every single 5-star on my account built. All of them are level 80 as well, with the one exception being Ron May, and I don't know why that is. It just so happened she didn't get it. I do have the ability to do it, but I'm not going to because I got other characters to prioritize. Like Arlon, who's level 80. That was probably a mistake. It's fine. Now, today, we probably won't go all over my character builds because there's too many to go over. But actually, Hoyo Lab has a really useful site where you can see your character builds and they actually rate them for you depending on how many of the substats you have that are actually useful for the character. So you can see here it has 23 for Aglia. I've kind of gone through this and found my highest rated characters. One of them was the Herda, who has 33 overall. My Herda's pretty insane. Other than her light cone, she has really good relics like double crit boots, double crit gloves, double crit mask, crit rate, attack percent body. She is pretty nutty. She got a 33. Unfortunately, my Sparkle, who's my favorite character, only has a 25. That's because she only has 3 substats that are good for her. It's not entirely my fault. I try. I crap you not, I have relic re-rolled this body, I think 3 times now to try to get this to hit speed twice. It hasn't done it 1 time. Now you might be saying, Kekvin, that's a stupid use for your re-roll dice. And you'd be correct. I just don't really care. More will come and go. I'm not worried about it. Play the game for fun. Build your favorite characters. That's my philosophy. So, I've been trying to get her better pieces. Hasn't really worked out. All the pieces just happen to roll HP attack. Not much I can really do about that there. Other than that, my Topaz is really nice. She has a ton of crit stats. She has a 34 overall, which is really nice. My Kafka has a 10 overall because she's still on crit, which I need to fix, and I'll do that eventually. And then I think my other good one was Jade, who again has some really crazy pieces. Jade's another one of the characters I really like. I think she has like pieces with like, yeah, crit rate damage. These gloves rolled crit damage 4 times. This body rolled crit rate 3 times. These boots rolled crit rate 4 times. Yeah, Jade's pretty nuts. The only thing I could really do better is get a better quantum damage orb, which I would if I had one, but I just don't think I do. The only really way to get better would be rolling crit rate like 100 times, which just won't happen. Even one defense kind of kills the piece. But regardless, those are just a couple of my really, really good character builds. In terms of like light cones on a lot of my characters, you'll notice that on my account, I don't have that many 5-star light cones. I have most of the standard ones like Clara's, Bronia's, Welt's, Japar's, and Bailu's. I think the only one I'm missing is Yanqing's. And I think that's it. Oh no, the Himiko one as well. I don't have this either. Not that being said, I don't really care too much about this light cone, so I'll happily miss it. As for other 5-star light cones, I have Sparkles because I don't feel the need to explain myself anymore on that. And then I also have Kafka's because I was a big fan of her character when she came out. Don't like her as much now because DOT is basically non-existent at this point. And that's the same reason I don't like Akron as much anymore. I got her light cone because I felt forced into it because Akron without her light cone is like a hamburger without the bun. Not that good. Anyways, let's talk about more stuff. Like, for example, my endgame progress. How is my endgame? Well, let's see it. Currently, I'm able to beat everything pretty comfortably. Why don't I have pure fiction done? Hold up. I probably can beat this. I'll be honest, there are some times where I'm just lazy and I just don't do things. Or I do it one time for a video and then I don't come back for it. This might be an example of that, although these teams aren't, I mean, they're not great, but like they're a thing. Huh, I'm surprised I didn't beat this, to be honest. Maybe I'll have to come back eventually, but not for this video. As for the other two endgames, MOC, I was able to beat. I've been able to beat this pretty comfortably for a while now, even though I'm not that great at the game and I don't know many of the core mechanics. I'm still able to just throw teams in here and somehow get it done, because if you just have the best characters E0, S0, you can still do most things in the game. Like having Adventurine and Link Sha has basically been my saving grace for every single challenge because they just heal and protect me so much. And then just by having all the DPSs, it has me ready for like any single challenge that will come up in the series. Because most of the bosses in this game are just have this character or lose. For example, this TV boss. If you don't have Rappa, I don't even know how you do that one. Who else do you use? Aglia? Firefly? I don't know. Same thing with these latest bosses. If you don't have the Herda, I have no idea what you do here. So just by having every character in the game, it does make a lot of challenges a lot easier, which includes AP Shadow, which this recent one was a bit of an easy clap. Again, the Herda right now is just kind of like the Ion of everything. So any challenge right now, you just throw her in there and you should just be able to win. That's just kind of how the game is right now. Ignore that zero cycle with Himiko. What the heck was that? As for everything else to do with the game, like for example, missions, I don't really do these too much. In fact, I skip most of the things that aren't the main story mission. I saw Rappa's mission. That looked boring, so I skipped it. Battle Pass, I buy sometimes. My general philosophy on whaling and spending money is I only spend it if I'm using it for videos. And a lot of these things, like these book materials, I might have used to build Luca or another character. And then things like these wishful resin, I'm saving up to do a big Sparkle Relic roll video, which I think will be really fun. So that's why I bought this battle pass. And that philosophy kind of goes into my buying on the Jades as well. That's the reason I don't buy the Express Supply Pass, is because I generally just don't need those Jades. However, if a video comes up where I want to use Jades to get a character, I will whale to get that character so I can produce content on that character, because I care more about the content than the state of my own account, if I'm being honest. My most fun in Star Rail is just making videos. As for the events, again, kind of the same thing. If I see them being useful for videos, I'll do them. But if not, I don't usually do them unless I need the Jades, which I did do these ones because I think these Jades were important to get for the next character, being Tribby. I still have more I need to collect, though. I actually have a lot more I need to collect from this update. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna be stressed. Oh yeah, might as well show this off, my Cosmic Lucky Prize. Yeah, I did the 50 Jade every single time and lost every single time. Thank you. That is I. My profile looks like this, Sparkle only, and then I have Arlon as well, because I said in a past video that everybody should have Arlon on their support menu, and I stand by that. Although I do need to get Arlon his own relic set, it just hasn't happened yet. I do need to get him his own. As for my collection showcase, I have 86 light cones, 55 characters, a lot of achievements, but not all of them. I think there's like 1,000 achievements in the game or something crazy. Don't really collect books that much. And then we already looked at all my battle records. Simulated universe, I don't really do. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of this content just isn't fun for me. It's just very grindy, it feels like. I enjoyed like the earlier SU content. I did a lot of the early SU worlds. But there's something about these late game modes that just really isn't my cup of tea. I did Swarm Disaster, or at least I started it. But then Golden Gears and Unknowable Domain, I just haven't really bothered with all that much. Just because, like I said, they're a little grindy and they don't feel all that satisfying to do. It's just like enhancing your damage numbers times like 2 million and then just throwing you in stuff. So I wasn't a big fan of these, but you may be, and that's fine. So that's why I haven't done those yet. And I think that basically covers most of like the events, story, and content. My backpack, a little bleak right now. I'm saving up for Tribby. See all my 5 stars and 4-star light cones here. I have a lot of S5 ones, a lot of S5 4-star light cones to be more particular. This is my Relic inventory. It's pretty big, probably one of the bigger Relic inventories in the game. Eventually, I want to get this filled up for every single character. In fact, this 1600 out of 2000 number you see, about all 1600 are gold relics. There is almost no blue or purple relics in here, except for like these right here. As for my food menu, don't really use that this much on this account. What is this? The treasure gifting band? I have no idea. And then special menu, I got some regular Star Rail passes. I still have self-mauling resin, which I'm saving for a video. Same thing with the relic remains. I'm also saving those for a video as well. But we can use these Star Rail passes today. No reason not to. Maybe we get another 5-star. Who knows? Always potential here. I'm always looking for standard 5 stars. My most preferred one is Bronya and Himiko, as I feel like those are the most useful two right now. But I don't think we're going to get it today. Come on, last one. Do it. Shoot. Didn't happen. Orlon, my dog. Honestly, pretty much every 4-star at this point is a duplicate for me. If you want to take a look at my Eidolons, basically all of them are E6 for 4 stars. Natasha, Lynx, Donheg, Sampo. Mozzarella isn't. He's one of the only ones. Even though I did like a million pulls on this Aglia banner. Or wait, no. The banner before Aglia's. The Herda. I'm pretty sure he was on her banner and I didn't get him like once. But other than that, pretty much every other 4-star in this game is E6 for me. I can't think of any that aren't. March, Yukongs, every single one is E6. Then for my standard 5-star constellations, Yanqing is E0. Haven't got many dupes of him. Welt is E1. I got 1 dupe of him. Gepard is my least favorite character in this game because he's ruined 6 50/50s for me because I have 5 Eidolons for him. And I blame him for every single 50/50 I've lost. Then Bronya is sitting at a clean E4. I think 2 of these I picked up from the guarantees that you get throughout the game. So when you pick your 1 after 300, then also the guarantee we got recently for, I think it was the anniversary. And then Himiko is E3. I was debating Himiko as well for the anniversary, but I ended up doing Bronya instead. Although I would still really want more Himiko constellations. As for my other 5-star Eidolons, there's only a couple. As you guys know, I showed you that Sparkle is E2. She will be E6 by the time I quit this game, whenever that day is. Kafka, I got really lucky in my wishing video for her. I got E2 on her. That was pretty crazy. I think it was like maybe 100 pulls. Firefly was another really lucky one. We got E1 on her. Robin was similar. I just got insanely lucky and also got E1 on her. Never questioned my luck in Honkai Star Rail because it's been pretty amazing so far. And that's why I continue to play this game, because it continues to bless me and I continue to be able to bless you guys with content. So I just want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it and you want to see more account reviews, or maybe you want to see your own account reviewed, because we do have applications for that, which I'll leave in the description below. But regardless, that is going to be all for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm going to see you all in the next one. Peace.